Ah, really? We're recording already? Hi, have you looked at what sign I'm doing? Pisces. We're on the water signs. Let's do Pisces first. Pisces, my loves, how are you? It's been a while. I hope some of you are still around. I took a break, I'm back, and we're going to look at past energies, current energies, and where those energies might take you. Alright, my loves, bearing in mind everyone has free will, you and other people. It's a general reading, I'm not pulling on any particular area of life. What comes up is what comes up. It's really usually to do with kind of how people relate to one another in whatever sense, but certainly a lot of other energies are always coming in, so certainly how you relate to other energies anyway, even if that other energy isn't a person. That's kind of the style my readings follow. I try not to be all predictive and stuff. It's more about what are the options, what might the different outcomes be of the different kind of options, and what are the kind of core issues that need looking at within the situation. That's the type of style I've tried to go for. You know, I just can't be doing any of this, oh, your ex is going to come back and apologise to you bullshit. I cannot do it. It's the reason I started this channel, because there's so many readings out there like that, and I'm just not there for it. I'm just not. Right, let's get past energy for Pisces. And I know now I've made a specific point of that. I'll get Page of Cups and Judgment, which are my cards of, you know, kind of reconciliation, maybe with a Four of Wands chucked in, you know. And I'll be like, ah, shit. But you know, if that comes up, we'll look at the issues around that. It's not like some set in stone prediction. Come on, it's a collective reading. You want me to predict your life? Magician just showed his face. That's about you taking responsibility with the universe, along with the universe, co-creating with the universe. The key part of that is you taking responsibility. Okay, past energy for Pisces, please. He's wanted to come out a few times, that Magician, but never fully made it out. I don't know whose reading that was. Pisces. Past energy for Pisces. Right, we've got Four of Swords in reverse. Hanged Man in reverse. Ooh. Not much is going on there, hey? Well, I mean, it is maybe internally, but no action's being taken there. And then we've got Three of Cups energy. So I see a Pisces there who's taking solace in his or her friends, opening the lines of communication. Towards friends. That's nice, because there's a sense of almost hermiting a bit here and healing. Just taking some time out for yourself in this past energy. Five of Swords. Centre of your reading is the Queen of Wands reversed. That doesn't feel like your energy. Pisces, that doesn't feel like your energy. At the centre of your reading. Current energy, another card. Three of Swords. Right, okay. Right. No. That isn't your energy, but it's the energy that is very much linked to heartbreak. Okay, future, it's not really the right word. 333 on the clock when I looked. That's nice. 3 and 3. You might be seeing 333 around. You might be seeing 33 around. 33 or 333 might have some sort of significance for you, Pisces. I mean, I just looked it on the clock and we've got, right after I'd pulled a second, 3 right down here. Hanged Man as well reduces to a 3, so yeah. Okay, future energy for Pisces, please. Future energy for Pisces. Future energy for Pisces. Future energy for Pisces, please. Knight of Cups in reverse. Do you know what? I cannot tell you how sick of the sight of that Knight of Cups in reverse. 3 out of the 4 readings I've done so far in this block of readings have had reverse Knight of Cups energy in some form or other. And even the reading that didn't, it was giving off similar vibes. Five of Cups. Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck, not reversed. I don't know why I said reverse. So the overall energy of your read is brought to you by the Queen of Wands reversed and the Five of Cups. I cannot help but also attach that Three of Swords to that Queen of Wands, even though I'm doing an overall thing, an overall energy check. This is someone who has not been real with you, someone who has been fake with you, and there's now a sense of loss. I mean, I think something has ended here between you and this Queen of Wands, because there's such a sense of loss with the Five of Cups, and you've got heartbreak right next to the Queen of Wands. So, and they're not being real with you. I can see it in this Knight of Cups, but let's not even go there yet. They're not being real with you. And somehow they're lacking in self-confidence, and I don't know, we'll dig into that more later. But yes, the overall energy of the read is a sense of loss linked to a particular person who disappointed you, if I'm honest. Yeah. Right, let's look at this past energy. Like I said, in this past time here, there is a sense of withdrawing yourself from this Queen of Wands figure, kind of taking some time out, maybe kind of staying at home quite a lot, hermiting a bit, like I say. Hanged Man did come out in reverse. Trying to gain perspective, but a suspension of activity, if you like, somehow. So in real world terms, this would be, I need to have a break from this. We need some time apart, even if it's not final. There is that sense of needing some time apart. And I think this has allowed you to spend more time with friends, actually. But also, the Three of Cups isn't just about spending time with friends and celebrating and stuff like that. It's also about a certain flow of emotion. And it feels like you can access this certain flow of emotion with friends in a way that you couldn't with this Queen of Wands figure. So yes, current energy, this Queen of Wands figure feels like they have sabotaged themselves, sabotaged something between you, and it's, you know, caused heartbreak, essentially. It's left you heartbroken, it's left you feeling... There's that Ace of Wands again. That Ace of Wands is in all my readings at the moment. Sorry, because that's what's there for you when you move through this heartbreak. It's that Ace of Wands. Anyway, a sense of loss. A sense of loss. And it feels... You know, often we don't like to see these cards upright. We like to see these cards reversed because it means the energy's maybe outgoing or is just small or something. But I'm sort of liking the upright cards view here because it just feels like you are willing to feel the pain so that you can move through it. Okay, let's look at future. Yes, this energy is still carrying over into your future, this Queen of Wands energy, because we've got this bloody Knight of Cups again, which is... Do you know, I am getting a bit of jealousy with this, which I haven't been getting in the other readings, but more importantly, because the way this Three of Cups has come up as well, it does talk, the Knight of Cups does talk about a certain way of expressing emotions, a certain sense of feeling okay with being sat in certain emotions, allowing them to move through you, allowing them, expressing them. And this person is not embodying those traits with it being in reverse. Do you know what? They may have been someone who did make very overly romantic gestures to you at one point. I'm sort of getting a bit of a player energy here for some of you. So yeah, they might have, and I'm going to say they might have bought you flowers, but I think that's a bad example, actually. I don't know. They might have done just something that you see in films that's considered romantic, but really when you look at it, it's just a bit like, hello, boundaries, like, why have you turned up at my house? Sort of thing like that. Yeah, so there is that sense of, you might want to call it love bombing for some of you. if it followed a very intense pattern, you know. I'm not saying that there's something wrong with like the odd romantic gesture, you know, and if it's something that doesn't cross like your own personal boundaries and stuff. But this just feels like, and I know it's in the future, but I am linking it to kind of even before this top line somehow. It just feels quite inauthentic. You know, Queen of Wands reverse, inauthentic. Yeah, it feels like it's not a genuine expression of love, but it's a kind of expression which is very focused on gaining a particular outcome, which to me feels quite controlling. So I don't like it. I don't like it. But I do see this more as being your energy, Pisces. There's a sense of letting go and marching to the beat of your own drum, as it were. Not quite sure what this Eight of Wands is here for. We'll dig under that. I mean, yes, Eight of Wands is a card of communication, and I wouldn't be surprised if this person is making some sort of communication, but like I say, it's not genuine. It might be over. Yeah, actually, that overly romantic stuff I was talking about, reading the reverse Knight of Cups with the Eight of Wands like this, it could. Yeah, okay. So that type of gesture, that type of communication could be something that's coming in the future for you here in these energies, even though I kept linking it to back there. It could be. Right, let's dig under this past energy if you want to go a bit deeper into it. If not, then that's cool. Maybe you've got everything you need from the reading. I would say probably not. I would say digging would be good if you want to hang around. Right. What are you healing from? Why are you in this Four of Swords energy, or were you in this Four of Swords energy? What are you healing from? You couldn't make it up. We've got the Hangman in reverse again. That's twice. The repeat cards I'm getting at the moment are crazy. I think it's probably because I've had such a long break and like the readings are flowing nicely. Yeah. Right. So what are you healing from? Oh, right. Okay. You're healing from not knowing what the fuck's going on, actually. Because this is someone keeping you hanging. This is literally someone keeping you hanging. So that's why you made the choice to step away from it, so that you can be safe in your own space. This did come out in reverse, but the imagery of it, you know, it's best for you to look at it upright, so you might get stuff from the imagery of it. I do like to show you the cards as much as possible, although I have been slacking on that lately. Right, that's what you're healing from, this bloody state of suspension, which felt unbearable to you. This state of not knowing if you're coming or going. This state of someone leaving you hanging. There's no other way for me to put it. Someone's been leaving you hanging. And I think in the past here, why would you be in this Four of Swords energy if you hadn't walked away from that? Let's see if we can get you any more. Get any more on this top line. Six of Swords, yeah, that's walking away from storminess, right? Onto calmer waters. It did come out reversed, so I get the sense that you've pulled away from it, and I don't think you've fully pulled away from it. I think you pulled away from it enough that you're spending more time in your nest, whether that's kind of an emotional nest or a physical nest or both. But the way the Six of Swords has come out in reverse, it feels a bit like you've got one foot in the past, in this past. But you did come out with the Fool, so I do see you wanting to kind of start afresh. Three of Cups. Is there anything else about this Three of Cups, please, in the past? Ten of Cups. Right, okay. So this is kind of looking elsewhere for that happiness, that Ten of Cups happiness that you did seek. with this person who's keeping you hanging. And it feels like you coming to the realization that this sort of harmony that you want to experience with someone, which is the Ten of Cups energy, it's like harmony, it's coming through as a sense of completeness, actually, which I'm not sure always it does with the Ten of Cups, but tens, yeah, in general do come through as that. Okay, so it's coming through like almost like you were looking for a sense of completeness in this person that's keeping you hanging, but now with the Three of Cups, and that sort of flow of emotion within yourself, you're realizing that you can get that sense of completeness within yourself, but not in a like hyper independent way, in a way where you get support through friends to be able to access that type of energy, even maybe because they're modeling that energy, but also just because humans, we connect with each other to carry out that co-regulation within our nervous system that allows us to feel more in harmony and complete within ourselves, don't we? So there is that, Pisces. So that all makes sense. Right, let's dig under your current energy. Shall we find out a bit more about this reverse Queen of Wands person? Shall we? I mean, shall we? All right, just for confirmation, I guess, so that whoever's watching knows it's their reading. The moon. The moon. I mean, you couldn't make it up. There's such a sense of illusion surrounding this person, and I actually feel like this person's a mystery to you, and that is sometimes what keeps you in a swords energy, a thinking energy, because maybe you're intellectualizing this quite a lot, and you trying to get at all this with logic, because it's like you're asking yourself, who are they? Who are they? Who is this person? It's like they're an enigma to you. They're a mystery. And I almost feel with these cards that is by design on their part, that is something they use to keep you sucked in or something like that. Yeah. I mean, Queen of Wands under the moon like that. I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it. So if you are resonating with this, I'm sorry you're having to deal with this person in your life. It sucks. Just tell me more about this Three of Swords, because I think you're dealing with this Three of Swords all right, you know, Pisces. I do. Five of Swords. Oh, Five of Swords again. And Three of Cups again underneath. So, 333. What did I say? It's that they are the only threes. Yeah, that's really funny, isn't it? Right, yeah. You are dealing with this by getting support from, it doesn't have to be friends, it could be like a therapist or something like that, but something that allows that free flow of emotion in you, whereby you'll be heard and seen in a way that this person who left you hanging didn't. There is a Five of Swords attached to that, which takes us back to this Five of Swords. More repeat cards. There's questions to be asked around what may you be doing to kind of numb this pain. Because ultimately any actions that you're taking to numb this pain are self-sabotaging actions. They are actions that will harm you. So there's lots of ways, isn't there, as humans we try and numb pain that's coming up for us. And I do think you're sort of just being reminded with this Five of Swords cards that those acts are ultimately acts of sabotage. You're just being asked to look at that. I'm not going to like sit here and go, rah, 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 don't do this, don't do that, don't drink, don't smoke, you know, because you're human and we have our coping mechanisms, and it's not like you can just take away all those coping mechanisms just like that and everything's going to be fine. It's not that simple. But we can try and bring awareness to some of the things we're doing, really, can't we? And be accepting of ourselves that we're doing that, and then from that position changes can be made. And fives are ultimately a card of change. So, you know, even though it's the Five of Swords and it's self-sabotage, once we've brought an awareness to what's going on, you know, it makes the path ahead a little clearer, at least, I think. And that's kind of the whole purpose, really, why I like to do these readings. So, yeah, let's go to future now and dig underneath that. I mean, do I really want to dig underneath that Knight of Cups? Because I suspect it's just going to be more of the same. I mean, this is an inauthentic person. The flow of emotions, the outward flow of emotions is held back or stunted in some way. I mean, how healthy is it to poke about in this person's energy for you? I don't know. Father of Cups reversed. It's another reversed court card to clarify. I mean, the Father of Cups can be very guarded with his cups. You know, he's Father of Cups, King of Cups, unconditional love. Yeah, sure, but he's a lot more guarded than the Queen in the first place anyway, and now we've got him reversed. I mean, him or her, obviously. I mean, I don't know. There's not... We could ask why. We could try and ask what's at the root of it for this person, because, you know, some of you will be reversing these energies, and for some of you, you might recognise this person yourself. So to that end, let's just see if we can find out why, or what's the blockage. What's the blockage? You see, we've got the moon out, and the moon can be fear. I mean, is that not ultimately where the blockages always lie? That's the third time we've had the Hanged Man in this reading. And the question was why? Why the blockage? I'm just going to read that card kind of in a straight up way and say it's about seeing things from other people's perspectives. For some reason, this person is not able to make that leap to see something from another person's perspective. It's almost like that empathy is lacking. It's not very pleasant. I'm really sorry you've had to deal with this person, because it just feels so cold. I'll see if I can get one more. I think that was the Eight of Wands that just showed its face. I mean, we have got two cards come off of sort of waiting, of patience, sort of slow energy. So for some of you, there is a sense that this person, or this person could be you. In fact, the energies swap about quite a lot, so this might actually more apply to you, even if you don't identify with this person. Anyway, there's a sense of, and I don't know who this applies to, but I've got to say it because it's coming through, even though it's not actually all that coherent or whatever with the rest of what's gone on. There's a sense of someone needing time and the other person not giving them that time. There's a sense of that there. And I mean, because this is, I did say up here, you in this hanged man energy, you're taking a bit of time out. kind of saying, you know, can we have some space from this? Almost, can we have a break type thing. But there's a sense of someone asking for that space and time and the other person refusing to grant it. So I fit that in however it fits in, please. I'm sorry it's a bit disjointed. It's the nature of collective readings. It's what happens, because obviously initially when I was pulling on this energy it felt like someone who wasn't you, but now I've dug deeper, it actually sounds like that more might apply to you, and I don't really like it when that happens, but you know, it happens, so yeah. Right, let's look at this Eight of Wands and Knight of Wands, which I do feel are connected. Oh, I didn't before though, did I? Before I felt like they were connected. That's interesting. But this Knight of Cups has switched up on me. This Knight of Cups has turned into... Yeah, I mean, often when this happens it is because you're both mirroring each other's energy anyway, which is a thing. So, and even within a sort of relationship or whatever, or you know, these kind of roles can sort of flit about and reverse a bit, I suppose. Yeah. Let's go to the Everyday Witches and see if we can get underneath this Eight of Wands, Knight of Wands for you. Anyway, the Knight of Wands certainly feels like you. Sometimes the Knight of Wands can get a bit scattered, so hopefully when I go underneath it I see a solid foundation and I don't see a scattering of energy. Let's see. But I very much see this as taking action with the Eight of Wands. What's underneath this Knight of Wands? You know, every time I go to this deck I get the Page of Wands come out. It's so weird. I wouldn't be surprised if I get the Page of Wands. Yeah, to clarify the Knight of Wands. Oh no. We got a page though. Came out reversed. Page of Pentacles. Oh, okay. So this is trying out new things. But whereas the Page of Pentacles on its own would be quite tentative, I actually see you carrying out new things with quite a lot of passion. And it's almost like this Page of Pentacles energy does sort of temper that a bit. We've had Temperance out. It does sort of temper that. It feels nice and balanced for you, actually. It's like, yeah, it's a nice approach to trying new things. It's like excitement and passion, but also a certain groundedness as well. Just keep an eye on how grounded you're being, though, with that being in reverse. Okay. I mean, it's all right to kind of draw your map as you go. You can see how he's got his map there. I don't think all the information he needs is on that map. I think he's filling some of that map out as he goes. I wrote a song about that. It's on my channel. It's called Always Come Home, I think. It's kind of about the idea of giving someone a really solid, secure foundation so that they can explore the world and feel safe doing so. It's kind of a song about motherhood. Yeah. Always Come Home, I think it's called. You might want to check it out. So yeah, I use this channel for writing songs as well. That's the first time one of my songs has come into a reading, but very much the inspiration from that song came from me pulling a card. It wasn't this card, it was a card in this deck down here actually, which I forget the name out of. What's it called? Dreams of Gaia or something like that. And anyway, it was a card that had very similar energy to this and had maps and stuff on it. Anyway, I ramble. Is there anything else we can get on this Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands, please? Six of Pentacles reverse. Well, we've been talking about that balance, haven't we? So it has come out in reverse, so it is definitely something for you to keep an eye on, this balance between being really excited to try new things and but also being grounded in reality and not sort of creating unrealistic expectations for yourself, I suppose, is what I'm saying. And you know, the Emperor can do that. The Emperor provides that solid foundation. So it's interesting we've got this map again, isn't it? Everything I just spoke about motherhood there was relevant. Because look, I've got two maps. And I was talking about providing a secure foundation so that a child can explore the world with safety. And there's some relevance of that to this. I can't exactly know how to fit it into your life, Pisces, but there's some relevance why I shared all that with you. And it's, you know, the Emperor is a kind of a father figure. So I was talking about mothers, but this is more of a father figure. But he's providing that stability, that safety, that place to come back to. He's providing home, that place to come back to, you know, so that you can take risks on your adventures. You can, you almost you feel safe almost to take risks because you've got that solid foundation. So for you in this reading, I feel like it's about creating that solid foundation within yourself. For it to come out like this, whether you had that growing up and you've had that modelled to you, I don't know. I suspect maybe not. I don't think many of us have. And that balance within yourself, yeah. Okay. I was thinking about being loyal to yourself as well. I just saw that dog and I thought loyalty. There's something about being loyal to yourself. I am also drawn to these constellations here. So I don't know if some of you are into astrology or like just really like looking at the stars or something. But you know, maybe there's something in there about hobbies and stuff, and that giving you that grounding and sense of self, like knowing yourself, knowing what you like, what you dislike. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it there for you. We've gone over the half an hour mark. Pisces, I hope that made sense for you. Let me know in the comments. I love getting feedback in the comments. And yeah, if you're new here and you've not subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. Like the video too if you liked it. It all helps the bloody algorithms and all that jazz. I don't understand any of it. I just turn up film readings on my phone, spend many minutes stressed about the technology of uploading them and hope for the best. That's part of why I had the break. I just couldn't be doing with the faffing around uploading stuff. It's the admin side of it. I hate it. I love doing the readings. I hate the admin side of it. Maybe there's something in that you can relate to as well. There must be a reason I'm spilling it. Who knows? I wonder if the Emperor likes admin. Probably not. The Emperor would get someone else to do the admin for him. Anyway, I digress, Pisces. God love you. I'll see you next time. All right, my loves. Bye.